Is it really worth moving to Canada in 2026? With rising costs, new immigration limits, and political shifts, is the dream of Canada still alive? Or are we walking straight into a cold, expensive reality? Stay with me because in this video, I'll break down what's really happening in Canada's immigration system, what's changing in 2026, which jobs are still highly in demand, how much it actually costs to live here, and finally, I'll tell you whether I think it's worth moving or not. Hi everyone, my name is Shivani and I'm a licensed immigration consultant from Waterloo, Ontario, and I'm also the founder of Zest Immigration Services Incorporation. This channel is all about Canada immigration related updates, new programs, eligibility criteria, and so on. So if you're interested in any of these topics, then make sure that you subscribe to this channel if you haven't done it already, and also hit the bell icon so that you get notified every single time I post a new video. Now, let's start with the truth. Canada is changing fast. In 2025, the Canadian government confirmed something huge. They're slowing down immigration. For the first time in years, they're reducing PR targets, about 395,000 new PRs in 2025, 380,000 in 2026, and even fewer in 2027. That's a clear signal Canada wants quality and not quantity. And for international students, big change. There's now a cap on study permits because housing and infrastructure are stretched thin. Even Prime Minister Mark Carney recently said immigration levels had become unsustainable. Translation: Canada still wants newcomers, but it's been pickier than ever. So the open doors image, it's slowly turning into managed access. And that is why if you're planning to move in 2026, you need to understand these new rules before you spend a single dollar on applications. Now let's talk about politics because this directly affects immigration. Recent polls show over 60% of Canadians think immigration levels are too high. That's the first time in over 2 decades this number has crossed 50%. So the government is reacting, balancing population growth with public pressure. We're seeing more laws, more controls, and tighter screening. But here's the catch. Canada's economy still depends on immigrants. So while the entry gates are narrowing, the demand inside remains huge. So that means if you have the right skills, your chances are actually better than ever. Keep watching, I'll show you exactly which fields are in hot demand for 2026. Now let's talk about real life here. You might be watching from India, Nigeria, Pakistan, or Philippines, maybe somewhere in South Africa or Latin America, and thinking, should I leave my home country and start from zero in Canada? Let's break it down. Pros and cons, and no sugarcoating. Let's start with the pros. Higher income and job stability. Even entry-level wages beat most developing countries. Safety, law, and order. No serious political chaos or serious corruption headaches. Although slow but free healthcare, quality education, and a social safety net. Clean environment, infrastructure, freedom, rights, and a clear pathway to PR and citizenship. Something many countries simply don't offer anymore. Now let's look at the cons. Crazy high cost of living. Rents starting from $1,500 to $2,500 for one bedroom. Groceries, heating, taxes, everything adds up. Housing shortage, finding a decent place can take months. Skill recognition problems. You might be a qualified engineer back home, but end up driving Uber in the beginning. Harsh winters. Not a small deal if you have never seen snow. Taxes and delays. You'll pay more and wait longer for services. So yes, the dream is real, but so is the struggle. If you're still with me, you clearly care about making the right decision. So let's see which immigrants Canada actually wants in 2026. Finally, here's some good news. Canada is not closing its doors entirely. It's just targeting specific skill gaps. According to IRCC's latest projections, these are the hottest immigration fields for 2026. Number 1, healthcare. So nurses, doctors, support workers. Number 2, skilled trades, plumbers, electricians, welders, construction. Number 3, tech and IT, so software engineers, data analysts, cybersecurity experts, etc. Number 4, engineering and technical services. Number 5, agriculture, logistics, and food processing. Number 6, early childhood educators and teachers. These are some examples. You can look at the details online on the RCC website for more on this. And guess what? Canada's new immigration draws are giving priority to applicants already working or studying in Canada. So if you can enter through study permit, work permit, or francophone mobility, your odds are stronger. And yes, how can we forget French? If you're a French speaker, if you learn French, then you can easily immigrate to Canada because Canada wants French speakers and they have direct PR pathways on them. Now, let's talk money because this is where most people get shocked. If you're moving as a single person, here's what you'll face monthly. Rent, approximately $1,500 to $2,500, and that's not luxury. Utilities and internet from $200 to $400. Groceries from $400 to $800. Transportation from $150 to $300. And add taxes, phone, and insurance, and you're easily spending $3,000 to $4,000 a month. So are you a family of 2 people, 3 people, 4 people? Well, double, everything double, quadruple. And remember, your first job might pay just enough to cover expenses. That's why I always say have at least 6 months or 12 months of savings before you land in this country. So before applying, plan your finances, and if you want me to make a full cost of living in Canada 2026 breakdown video, comment cost 2026 below. So is it still worth it to move to Canada in 2026? Here's my honest answer. Yes, but not for everyone. If you're skilled, adaptable, and financially prepared, Canada can still change your life. You'll get stability, safety, opportunity, and a future for your kids. But if you're expecting overnight success, instant PR, or easy housing, you'll be disappointed. Canada is still a land of opportunities, but in 2026, it's becoming a land of strategic opportunities for those who plan it right. So what do you think? Is moving to Canada still worth it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me your country, your profession, and I'll reply with your chances in 2026. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to this channel. And share this video with someone who's planning to move to Canada next year. Because in 2026, knowledge is power, and that power starts right here. I'm Shivani, the RCIC, your host on this channel. So yeah, keep watching and see you guys next time in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.